Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are looking at something I am personally extremely excited about. I said this about a month ago from right now, but probably like a month and a half ago from when you guys saw we were looking at a new camera. So if you guys watched my last video, I showed that I'm getting a Sony a6100, and that is in this box over here. Let me go get it. It is in this bottom box right here. And I am extremely excited. I love Sony and their color science, and just I love their cameras in general, because for the last year, over a year I think, I've been filming on the Sony a6100 Mark IV almost exclusively, and I love it. Favorite camera I've ever had. So I'm very excited about this, and we have one less package than last time. It's more condensed into fewer boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and set these guys down, and we are going to go ahead and head over to the review unboxing station. I guess that's what I'm calling it. So let's go over with a hat transition. How about that? Alright, there we go. So we have our packages here, and I don't know which one I'm going to start with yet. And hopefully this is a better angle for my camera, because last time when I filmed this video, it was way too close and cropped in, so I put my camera farther away from the desk. So hopefully you get a little bit of a wider view and you can tell what's going on, unlike the last video. So which one should I open first? Oh, yeah, you're not going to tell me because you're a camera. Let's do this one first, okay? And pulling our thing out. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, what the heck? They put a dang sticker on it. And bam! Rode VideoMicro with a very annoying sticker on it that I hope I will be able to get off. Yes, okay, good. It peeled off. I was about to get real frustrated. Alright, there we go. Our Rode VideoMicro with the annoying sticker on the front off. So now to the next package. Alright, our next package. Alright, let's see what's inside here. We have some papers that you don't care about, that's for sure. And we have our things inside. And that is some batteries, a cold shoe relocator, and everybody's favorite, a screen protector. And finally, the camera. Then realizing I don't need a knife. And let's see what we have. Okay, we have everything inside. Oh boy. Alright, so I am going to scoot this package to the side, and we're going to pull everything out. And now I will go into more detail about everything that I just unboxed in just a minute. But now inside the big package with the camera was a micro SD card, a 95% transmission value UV filter, a Manfrotto Pixi Mini 2.0, a small shoulder bag, and of course, the Sony a6100. Alright, so there is a decent amount of things here. I'm going to go through these as fast as possible and not make this like a 25-minute video like last video. So what are we going to start with first? Let's start with the rugged case. I think it's called Ruggard or something. It feels like there's something in here. This was as a freebie with the a6100. I got the free B&H freebie kit, and that came with the Sony a6100, the Manfrotto Pixi Mini Plus was free, the SD card was free, and the little mini case, which is actually kind of cute because it's so small, was free. And oh my gosh, horrible zipper on it, but it felt like something was inside. But oh yeah, little strap, a metal clip strap, impressive little SD card slots. This little guy is actually a lot nicer than I expected it to be, so I'm not going to talk about that very long, but this little thing is pretty impressive. Alright, and here we have our small rig cold shoe. Just it puts the cold shoe in a different place. This was actually stupidly expensive. I believe this cost me $20 for this little cold shoe mover, and that's a little bit ridiculous. Here it is right here. It's just a piece of metal, and I feel like I should have some screws somewhere. Oh, they're included in here. I'll go into more detail about this in a minute. This is like a necessity that you have to get when you get the a6100. But there, that is right there, and we'll see more of that in just a second. Alright, next up we have these batteries right here, and these are VideoMicro batteries, and I got these because they had great reviews and came with a charger, which the 6100 does not come with, but I love these right here, which are orange batteries. Like, that is so cool. Orange batteries. I've never seen orange batteries for a camera before. I don't know, I just find that very interesting. Comes in this nice little hard/soft case. Pretty impressive. Then we have our SD card. I don't really feel like I need to say much about a SD card. It's just an extreme SanDisk SD card. SanDisk, pretty good, one of the best SD card companies, so nothing bad to say about this. It's just 64GB SD card. Alright, next up, let's go with the Rode VideoMicro. The thing I am interested about this is I ordered a black Rode VideoMicro. The right coat mount was black on the Best Buy website, which is where I ordered it from, and this one looks like it might be red. I don't really care that much, but I'm kind of interested. Also, this packaging got really not beat to shreds, but got a bunch of dents in it because they put it in a plastic bag. But it is, okay, it's red. I mean, I really don't care that much because it's not a big deal, but their product description is wrong. So if you want a black Rode VideoMicro, yeah, it's not going to be black. Also, this is very funny how this is formed in the packaging. We have our Rode VideoMicro right here, the right coat mount, which this just slides into, and I'll put that on in a minute. Feels really premium. It's like a aluminum feeling metal, and just our standard Rode cord adapter, so pretty good. And I have never heard any complaints about a Rode VideoMicro, so immediately when I knew that the Rode VideoMicro was bad, I was gonna get the Micro. So nothing much to say about that. I will set this onto its right coat mount, and we will put this on the a6100 in just a minute. Alright, so I have cleaned up the table, and we're just gonna go ahead and open the Manfrotto Pixi Mini Plus, I believe is what it's called. This was another freebie. It feels really high quality. This retails for about $30, so I'm pretty impressed that they would include this for free. So opening this up, it just looks like you take it out of the packaging in like a slide packaging. There are two pieces of tape, and we open it up, and here it is right here, just sitting in here. Now I am already impressed because the plastic feels extremely high quality, and I haven't really seen any videos about this on the internet. Feels pretty impressive. I believe you just press this in and then it moves all about. Okay, I really like this. I'm not going to spend too long on this because I plan to have a whole nother video about this, but yeah, this feels pretty nice. Alright, enough messing around, and not last but certainly not least, if that makes any sense, we have the Sony a6400. I am so excited right now. Let's just go ahead and open this up. Oh yes, the beloved Sony credit card. All the paperwork here, and opening this up, oh shoot, it'd help if I opened it the right way around. We have all our stuff around here just bouncing around in there, but let's go ahead and take out our charging cable because they don't give you a charger for the battery, our eye protector piece, our charging Sony brick, our Sony neck strap, which I don't really see any videographers like me using neck straps, so don't really care too much about that. Have the Sony battery right here with some little piece of dust on it. Nice. And we have our Sony a6100 right here. Whew. Oh boy, let's take this guy out. My camera is threatening to overheat, so it's slightly worrying, but we have our Sony a6100. Wow, this feels really nice. Definitely plastic like everybody was saying, but man, this is really exciting. Feels pretty good in the hand. We have the lens and the little tiny lens cover. That is pretty funny, and this feels pretty good in the hand. So I'm going to slap our Sony screen protector on this, and I will be back in just a second. Alright, $15 screen protector, which is admittedly a little bit expensive on the camera, and it looks pretty good. There's dust already all over the screen, but the flip screen that goes up and stuff, it's pretty stiff, which is perfect. It seems to be working okay. There's no like loose hinges or anything, and we're gonna go ahead and put our battery in this just to make sure it is working, and we're gonna put our SanDisk in whatever way it goes. Hey, first time, got it right. And let's go ahead and turn this on, make sure it works. That's kind of anticlimactic. Hello? So I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead and plug this guy in. Okay. Alright, so I was setting this like whole vlogging setup here up, and it started working, so let's go ahead and see if we can get this to work. Alright, so this is a little bit of a visual test from the Sony a6100 with the Rode VideoMic Go as the audio source. And I hope this footage is not too bumpy, because I know it does not have a in-body stabilization, so just kind of cross my fingers that the image is pretty stable. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an idea on how it looked, and I'm gonna go over to some pavement so I'm not walking on uneven grass, so you get an idea of how it looks if you're just totally stable. So this is in some sun. I hope I'm not too overexposed, because I do have to change that manually for the settings that I have right now, but hopefully this looks pretty good. There are like gnats and bugs all over me, but a little bit dark right now. But if I'm just walking, this is the stabilization test. Now I noticed the footage coming out of this thing is just insanely good looking, but right now I'm shooting in 4K 24 frames a second, and it looks just stunning. But of course the main problem is that stabilization, so hopefully this is looking pretty good. And of course in my review I will go a little bit more in depth on the stabilization, but this is just our little test. I think it's time to conclude this before I talk for too long. Alright, so I've had a little bit of time to mess with everything, and here is the Sony a6100 right here. I have a whole lot to say about this thing, but I'm going to save most of the things I have to say about this for my review video, so stay tuned for that. That should be up in about a week from when this video goes up. I just wanted to do an unboxing and show all the stuff that I got as a kit for this, just in case you were thinking of building your own kit for the a6100. But very impressive camera from what I've seen. There is a big Achilles heel with this camera, but I will talk about that in my review video. And the construction is cheaper feeling plastic, but that's what you get with the 6100. If you want to get a metal body, you can get the 6400, but it feels pretty solid, and it doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart or break very easily. It feels pretty durable, and it shares the exact same body of the a6000, so that's been out for a long time, and it has withstand the test of time, so this should definitely do the same, withstand the test of time itself. So no worries about build construction or anything on this camera. But I went ahead and I put my ND filter on it, and you can see it just adds that little outside piece right there, and you can still put the lens cap on it pretty easily, and it doesn't add anything, and it puts a layer of glass on the camera to protect it, so it's really nice. There's also a little pop-up flash, and the screen that goes all the way out. There's just a little overview on it, and then of course the battery door on the bottom, and the batteries. Here's a standard Sony Alpha 6000 line battery. Other than the 6600, this fits all the standard 6000 a6000 cameras. If that makes any sense. But I wanted to briefly go over all the accessories that I got with this in a little bit more detail, rather than just me unboxing them. So first off, I wanted to go over the little small rig hot shoe relocator, I believe is what they call it. And this thing is kind of expensive. It was 20 bucks. I feel like I got a little bit, not necessarily ripped off, but it was definitely a little bit overpriced for the small piece of aluminum, I believe it is. But you know, it's a nice solid feeling aluminum. It's just this little piece that goes on your camera like this, so you just take it and slide it on, and then you just take this little screw and slide it here to secure it with the included Allen key, and then it moves the hot shoe to the side, so when you put a microphone on it, you can't see yourself normally, so this just puts the microphone to the side, and it just makes it a great little, not necessarily a vlogging kit, but just something, it enables it to put a microphone on it, because that's one of the few problems that the 6100 has. It just totally blocks the screen if you put a microphone on it without an adapter. So what better to talk about next than the Rode VideoMicro. Just using this a little bit, I have, no problems with it. This is a very solid microphone. Here is what the microphone looks like normally. It is a metal body. I think it might be machined aluminum. I don't know. I always assume things are aluminum, to be honest. And with the little right coat mount, which actually moves around a lot, you can see. Kind of crazy how much that moves around very easily. So I was kind of kind of surprised when it was just moving around all over my camera. And then it comes with the cord and the little dead cat, and the dead cat just goes on pretty easily. But this little piece tries to unscrew at the end, so you have to constantly screw both sides in when you try to put the dead cat on and off, but you don't really do that often. I'd recommend just putting the dead cat on, never taking it off. So there it is with the dead cat on it, and then you just slide it onto your hot shoe or cold shoe, and it just goes right on, and then you plug it into your a6100 in my case, and it works great and no real problems with it. It does move around a lot if you don't secure the cable in right here like this, and then it doesn't move around as much, but I feel like it's good for it to move around so it absorbs most of the shock. That's what that little piece is for. Alright, next I want to talk about the little batteries. They come in this very nice case that actually feels really good to the touch, feels very premium, and orange batteries, I saw those and they had great reviews, and I was like, have to get some orange batteries. It comes in like this nice little foam protector piece to put them in, but I actually just take the foam piece out, and then once the foam piece is out, you have a lot more room for different things. Everything fits in here. You can fit extra batteries, extra SD cards, anything you want. Personally, I put the Sony wall plug to USB adapter in there because it does not come with a wall plug to USB adapter, so I just kind of throw that in there. And then I have my whole charging kit. You can put even more stuff in there if you deem it necessary, but that's just kind of a nice little thing to have. I do not want to plug a wire into my camera and then put every single battery I want to charge into the camera and not be able to use it. In my opinion, that's a little bit ridiculous, and I think Sony should include a charger like Canon does. Normally I don't say like Canon does to Sony, but Sony never really has included a charger, but they definitely should consider doing that because I don't think it costs them that much money, and it's kind of important. Next up, I want to talk about the Manfrotto Pixi Mini Plus. I don't know exactly what it's called. I'm going to have a whole nother review video about this, the microphone, and of course the camera, so stay tuned for those. But you just spin this onto your camera like any threaded tripod or anything, and then it is on your camera. And the thing I love about this, unlike the normal Pixi Mini, is that instead of just like that cone that goes down, you gotta just try to fit your hand around it and grab it as it tries to slide out of your hand. This has rubber and grooves on it that allow you to grab on it extremely easy, and it feels really great. It's extremely secure, and another thing I really like about it is that you can just press this button down right here and then move it all around. So you just press that down, you move it around, say if I want it here, bam, it's there, and it's not going in anywhere. You can push it and force it, but it takes a decent amount of strength to do that. So say if I want to go into a vlogging setup, I can just do that, and then there we go, I can talk to my camera, and then I can just bring it down like this and then open the legs, and then it's a little tripod, and that is extremely awesome. Then you can just push this back down, move it up, down, anywhere, and then I can just close it like that, move it here, and then I'm back into a vlogging setup, and I'm just really impressed with this thing. This is a little bit expensive at $30 normally, but I'm extremely impressed. Stay tuned for that video because I will talk about a few more features that I really love on this thing and why I will use this most likely as my new tripod for vlogging, so I'm very impressed with that. And real quick, I feel it is very necessary to talk about the Sony screen protector that is $15. It's actually $14, but we'll say $15 for drama. That is very expensive for a screen protector, but it's Sony, so it's definitely worth the extra money, right? Yeah, it's just a thick normal screen protector. You can barely see it's on, and I have one on my ARX100 Mark IV, and it's worked great for me. It's very scratched up at this point, but it's protected my camera. It's done its job, so I was just might as well go with the name brand screen protector because it was a $7 difference. You can get 3 for I think $7, or $7 more, $14, you get one Sony screen protector, but they're really thick and they do a great job, so might as well. And last but certainly not least, I want to talk about something that I thought was just kind of a joke and I thought I'd really hate it, and that is the rugged bag that they included for free. I believe this normally retails for like $17. And when they said you're getting a free, bag with your 6100, I was like, cool. I pictured a normal size camera bag, which is normally about this big. The Ruggard one is extremely small, and I was like, alright, that's kind of a little bit underwhelming. I thought it was a joke, but it has a whole bunch of pockets on it. You can see it has this pocket, one on both sides here, opens up there. It has a back piece which you can use to put on a belt, I think, but I would use this to put a little mini tripod through there, which I'll touch on in just a second. You have a pouch here to put, I guess, papers or possibly your phone in there, and then we have this whole bit here that opens up, and then we have a adjustable divider, and then 2 slots if you use the divider. We have some SD card holders, so it can hold 3 SD cards. You could probably fit 2 in each slot, and then a little place for maybe a cable, let's say, so you can fit something in there. It gets pretty cramped when you put everything in, but I'm going to show you my setup for this thing and why this will probably delay me getting a camera backpack for a while. So putting everything in here, that's going to take a little while for me to put all that in there, and that's kind of a lot of time to get all that in there, so let's do this a little bit faster. What do you say? Alright, there we go. Everything is, I think, now in here. That was extremely fast, but I'm going to go over my setup on what I would put in here. So first off, on the back, I have the Manfrotto Pixi Mini Pro Plus thingy, but that just fits right back there, and you just can adjust it with Velcro down there to fit in there, so that's extremely nice, and it's pretty secure, not coming out, but it slides out really easy if you need it. So that's the first thing. Then on the side, there's not a lot of room in the side pouches, but on each side you can have a battery. Maybe you could try to squeeze 2 in there. Actually, let's try right now. There we go. So 1 battery in there, and then a second battery. Let's see, and that might be able to close. You could fit 2 batteries. Okay, so 2 batteries here, 2 batteries here. I only have 3 batteries, but there is the main brand Sony battery right here, so you can put that in it. And then I don't have anything here because I don't feel like this is the most secure slot. I feel like something could slide out of here pretty easy, but if you want, you could just put a little microfiber cloth and slide that in there, because that's not the worst thing if that gets lost or falls out, and you know, it's handy to have it in there. So on the inside is where most of the exciting things are at, and you can fit a whole lot of stuff in here. I fit more stuff than I normally would have in here just for dramatic reasons, but you can fit a GoPro Hero 5 Session, a GoPro Hero 3 Silver Plus, a Sony a6100, a Rode VideoMicro, the little headphone jack, and then at the top you can have an charger just in case, because you can't fit the big charger, just in case you had to emergency plug your camera in, you could easily do that. Then we have the little Allen key if I need to take the small rig hot shoe relocator off. And then in these 3 pouches we have SD cards. So I am very impressed with this little thing. You can fit an insane amount of junk in here, and it's extremely impressive. So if you're just going on maybe like a little hike or something and want to bring all your camera gear, you can put it in this and put it in the nice little strap with metal hooks on it, which it just, everything about this feels really premium. I probably need to stop talking about this little case, but I am extremally impressed with it. So I think that about wraps it up for the Sony a6100 unboxing, and normally I do an unboxing and review, but last video was, I believe, 25 minutes long, so I didn't want to do another one of those videos, and hopefully I didn't drag this video out too long, but hope you enjoyed seeing all these things that I got for this, and maybe this will help you figure out what things you want to build for your 6100 kit. But make sure to stay tuned for next week if you want to watch a as in-depth as a JWA Studios review can get on the Sony a6100. But anyway guys, I hope you found this video helpful, and in the meantime, if you want to go check out some of my other videos, there will be my channel link at the very end of this video, and right underneath the like button there is my channel icon, and you can click on that and it'll bring you to a whole bunch of other videos that I cannot guarantee you will be any better than this one. I have a very low criteria, but maybe go check some of those out, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.